So this is Matty and you're watching UK Tactical Just For You. So yeah, we're fishing at the moment. Just about to see, this is my little setup. We'll switch it around so you can actually see it. So this is how I'm set up. I've got two rods. I've got a third one if I want it. Got my net set up over here. Little hooking mat. My tripod, my baits, my tackle, and then my trolley that I bring it all down in. But yeah, we're just out there at the moment, and fingers crossed we should get something. I'm just going to set you up on the tripod now, get you nice and comfy. At least that's the plan. And now we're having a few bites. It seems like already, I don't, it's a bit of a pickup. And this middle rod. But I've got two quiver tips on, and I'm also fishing. You're just about to see. I've also got my bite alarms on, just in case I'm not paying attention. I'm talking to you. I shan't miss it. So that's the plan. Trying to find what I did with my headphone case. I'm going to just turn them off. There we go. Now you can hear me. Let's bring you over here a little bit. Just adjust you a little bit. There we go. So we just had a nibble. Tighten my rods up a little bit. Do me a favour, like and subscribe please guys. Okay. I think it might be, here we go, that's the case I was looking for. Right, one moment, I need to just tighten up this alarm. I think I might have been on a bit of weed and it's just fallen down. So we'll have a little look, but I've got no clear indication right now, so I'm going to assume it was that for sure. I'm just going to tidy this away. Better. We don't want anything being stolen. I'm going to try and tighten my alarms up a little bit. It is a little bit windy, but I've got a side-on approach right now, so Julie Colantine. Hi there, Julie, you alright? Yeah, so we're just fishing at the minute. do me a favour, like and subscribe, because we're doing a December giveaway. So we've got some Christmas bits. Oh, here we go. No. See, I thought I had something. Right. Obviously, I must have missed it. Right, we're going to get that rebaited quickly. Just using a cage feeder right now. I have got a bit of weed on here, so I ain't gonna chuck that back in. What is that? Right, one second. Oh, there's a bit of seed in there. But yeah, I generally thought I had something. Unless I missed it, so I might have missed it, who knows. But we're going to get it rebaited. This holds a bit of line, so just need to untangle it. There we go. Right, we're untangled. We're just going to pop it on this one for now, so it's out of the way. Just in case the other one does go, it's good to have your rods out of the way, and all I need to do then is just dump this to the side. But I am using a pineapple pop-up, a fluoro pineapple, a tiny bit of corn, and then I've got it backed up with a bit of rig putty, a decent lump of rig putty. McCary family, hi there, how are we doing? Nice day for it. Yeah, it is. Davo, yeah, 100%. Do me a favour, guys, please like and subscribe, because then you'll be in a chance to win. I'm giving away a brand spanking new, in its case, packaging. It's like it's not been opened, not been touched, brand spanking new SOG field knife is one of the prizes I'm giving away for December. I do like to mention that on all my live streams, because obviously I want my subscribers, and if you look on a past live stream that I did on my birthday, I gave away nearly 200 quid's worth of stuff. I made up 20 survival kits, and then I got some compasses, t-shirts and hats. So I made up these mini survival kits. It was my birthday and I did a giveaway for you guys. So there we go. But yeah, if you join the live stream on in December, I'll give you plenty of pre-warning as well, and you'll be able to see if you're a winner. And also please make your subscriptions public, because then I can see that you're actually subscribed to me. Because if I don't, I can't put your name in a pot because I don't know that you're subscribed. That's one of the things people forget to do. And I did try to tell people running up to the live stream. I did some posts on it. I did actual short videos on it. Right, so that's how I'm presented. So I've got myself a little PVA bag there with some bait in it. I've also got a feeder, cage feeder, and it's on a running rig, free running. So they can take as much as they want or as little as they want. But the whole point is, the whole idea is to get them to pick it up. And then I've got this back bead here so I can adjust it of how far I want. But the fact is, they've got a whole metre nearly, or 2/3 of a metre, to be able to run if it gets caught. So we've got plenty of room to be untangled for them. It's not a complete drop-off rig though, but I'm only fishing for small fish. Right, here we go. Bite alarm set up. Even though I've got quiver tips, it's just in case. Just in case I miss it. That's the idea anyway. So that's the middle arm settling. So I've got it on the receiver. I'm using the NGT Dynamic Mark IIs, and it comes with a receiver. Now you can change. It's like 10, I don't know, about 8 different colours or 6 different colours. It's quite a few different colours. Let me look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colours. So it is very windy today, so it's about making sure I've got everything tied down. I get everything clipped together. That's why I got these bait spoons, and they're not. I don't know if they're actually bait spoons opposed to cooking spoons, but the fact is, they're very accurate. You can clip them all together with this little clip, and you got all different sizes. So I got myself a variety of these bait cooking spoons, I suppose you can call them, measuring spoons. And like I say, there's my receiver. So what I'll do is I'll tie that round there a few times, get it nice and secure. Or not, maybe. There we go. Just gonna put it on my bag. That's probably the best way to deal with it. So yeah, it's a glorious day. And I just wanted to get out. I got my new trolley this morning. So I had another trolley which is smaller. But today I've ended up getting, I ordered one, and it's twice the size. I can get all my fishing gear in it, my chair, everything. Because before I was having to pull a small trolley which was pulling on my shoulder, and I had to carry my chair on my shoulder and my rod bags on my shoulder. and my partner, my missus, was helping me drag it down. But now I've got this big old trolley. I paid 40 quid for it, and it's absolutely perfect. And I've just wandered down from my house. I'm about a 15-minute walk from my house to the river. I live really close. I mean, in 15 minutes, there's no reason why I can't just get out and do a bit of fishing. So that's why I got the trolley. It folds up and goes in the cupboard when I don't need it. And it's just nice and easy. So, but yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe, please, guys. That'd be great. Just gonna chill for a little bit. I'm gonna come off camera while I do my vaping because I don't want to show no kids I vape. Also weighting me, trying to weight the thing down. Just weighting my mat down. I've got a little hooking mat down here, and everything's all set up nicely. So if I get a fish, I can grab my net, solo net it, and I've also got my own hooking mat with me forceps there, so everything's ready to go. So we're well organised. I've got my bug repellent for later. I'll put a bit of sun cream on because, as you can see, I actually burn. And yeah, I'm all set up, all sorted, as they say. So yeah, fingers crossed we get a little something. But if you look on my channel, I do knives, slingshots, crossbows. I do camping, like outdoor survival. I do all sorts of bits on my channel. Sometimes I've got my boys with me. You know, I do some life quotes. I do, you know, any day trips that we go out. We do a few short videos just to show you guys what we're up to. So we're always up to something. Always posting videos. But yeah, if you see the title of my my page, it's archery, slingshots, crossbows, fishing, and with a touch of real life, everyday stuff. So yeah. I try not to delve too deep in the old politics. I try to stay neutral on that, but sometimes there'll be an odd video that really does annoy me. So then I will repost it, and I'll post an edit of it, like maybe with me speaking and with my opinion on it. But otherwise, I do try to avoid anything to do with race, religion or politics on this channel. But you know, I do have an opinion on these things. It's not like I'm just on the fence and don't have an opinion. I've definitely got an opinion on this stuff, but we don't need to talk about it. How do you caught any fish? What do you mean? How do I catch any fish? I'm fishing right now too. Go on, boy. How do I catch any fish? What are you fishing for? Do me a favour, subscribe, buddy. It'd be great. So I don't know what you're fishing for. If you tell me what you're fishing for, I will give you tips that I can give you. I mean, if you want to catch some bream and small pike, you want to be drop shotting, I'm after bream, tension and carp, and I'm in the river, so I normally put a bed of bait over, over the top first of all. Also put a little bed of bait, and then I'll just hit it with some cage feeders and some fluoro pop-ups. So making sure that my pop-ups aren't too high off the bottom. I just like have them off the bottom probably about 2 inches, 2-3 inches, 2.5 inches. But yeah, keep your rigs nice and short. If you're on long running, like fast running water, you want long rigs. But yeah, basically I like, if I'm in fast running water, I have long rigs, maybe worm, for the barbel and chub. Barbel and chub like long water, like fast running waters. But if I'm feeding on the river, I'll use a short rig next to my cage with a little pop-up. So and I'll always put a tiny little bag of bait on the end of my hook as well, or a PVA nugget to stop the hook from getting tangled in the weeds on the way down. I don't want my hook getting tangled in anything, so I always put something on the hook to protect it that will dissolve. And that's just how I do it. I mean, I've had a few fish out of it. I used to catch loads, I mean loads and loads. But this year it's been really slow. I've been out probably about 4 times, 5 times, and I've only caught 2 fish out of this river. Both been about £2 breed, or about, I don't know, about yay big. Quite fat though, but then I have been putting a lot of bait out, like bait in the area, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, I've not caught many at all, so yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe, please, people, because I've got a December giveaway. Well, I'm going to be giving away an SOG field knife, brand spanking new, £50 knife. It's still in its packaging, unopened, and I'm also going to be giving away a couple of survival kits, mini survival kits, with like fire lighters, sewing kits, a little first aid kit, like little fishing kit in it, all these little bits, all in a tin. It's pretty cool, to be fair. I don't have any on me, but yeah, give away compasses, hats, t-shirts. As you can see, I've got me t-shirts and my hats that I wear, so to do with my channel. So it's all my channel merchandise. We send some of that out as well. But yeah, right now I'm just fishing a couple of quiver tips, but I have got them backed up with a bite alarm and a swinger, like a bobbin. Because simple fact is, I'm looking at you guys, trying to talk with you guys, so I've got that backup if I need it. If I'm not paying attention, I want to hear it go. So just feeding the fish. Can't see how many people are watching, but do me a favour, like and subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate it. Gavin, he's still there. Gavin, can't read it. Is it Flemingshaw? Gavin Flemingshaw. What are you fishing for, mate? Yeah, drop us a comment so I know who's watching, and who's not. I do appreciate it. Just chucked a little bit of bait out in front of me, and there's loads of little fish feeding on it. So, but yeah, I'm pretty well prepared. I'm just gonna go grab. I'm gonna grab my drink. I'm thirsty as hell. Right. I've also got a big bag of pellets. So if I need to, I'll bring out the big PVA. I'll swap from a cage, drop a I'll drop like a weight on it instead, and then I'll load up a couple of big bags of pellets, or semi-decent bags of pellets, and I will go from there. But as you can see, we've got a few boats coming by, so really it'd be hard to catch something. We've got all these lot here, but we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't catch me line. We'll find out. No, he didn't touch me line, thank God. I do like to put bat leads on here. So I will put bat leads down to sink me line to the bottom, especially if I'm like fishing a proper lake and stuff. This is really weedy here, so it's hard to put a bat lead on. But yeah, I do use like a 14, 50 or 15 gram bat lead just to drop it down, but I'm not using it as of now because it is very weedy. It's not the ideal spot for it, but it would be useful. If it wasn't so weedy, it'd be useful to use them just to make sure the boats don't cut my lines up, you know. I'm not like sponsored by Relentless, but they brought out the white citrus. Then you can see that it's in a blue can. It's actually the nicest Relentless they do. So I'm going to try and keep that in the shade a little bit. Yeah, we've got two rods out. Going to turn my receiver off for now. I've got these on now. Just need to turn the volume up a little bit. So I'm using the NGT Dynamic Mark IIs, and they've got a couple of cool features on these bite alarms. So you've got the reverse drop, so you've got obviously pick up tone. So when it picks it up, it will let you know using a certain tone. But if you're getting like a drop, so it comes the opposite way towards you, it gives you a different tone, which is quite a cool feature. Another feature of these is they've got the snag bar attachment, so you can attach your snag bars, which are really good. That stops your rods from flying off if you get a strong take. But they've got this other feature where if you basically, so you're fishing at night time, you go to put your head down in the bivvy for a bit, somebody will come along and they will touch your like alarms, try to turn them off to steal your rods or whatever, because obviously if they try to pick them up and no one turns your alarms off, they're going to make a heck of a noise. So they try to turn them off to make sure that they don't make no noise to disturb you, but that sends a signal back to your remote to say that your alarms have been turned off, and it'll bleep, beep and vibrate at the same time. So that way you get an indication that somebody's touching your alarms. That's a really good feature. It helps keep them safe. They've got 7 different colours, so you can change 7 different colours. The receiver takes up to 4 alarms. The same again, 7 different colours. So you could set them all blue if you wanted. I've got mine as I've got green, blue and red right now, and I've got droppers that match, so green, red and blue. I've also got a yellow dropper, so I've got the options, but I've only got 3 alarms right now. Right, it looks like I'm getting a little nibble, but it could be the wind. Lowering it a little bit, because the lower you've got them, the closer to the water, the less chance you'll have of them being blown around by the wind. But I've got them quite low, and I've got them going, obviously you can see, lengthways with the bank. So basically my lines are that way, but my rods are facing this way, so I should get a clear indication from the right. If anything takes it, I should have a clear indication. And like I said, I've also got them backed up with these droppers, just to make sure I don't miss anything whilst I'm talking to you. So yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe please. And yeah, we've got loads of new videos coming. It's my son's 13th birthday in a couple of weeks, so we're going to be camping. I've got a new bivvy. It's nothing crazy. It's an NGT bivvy, 2-man. It's pretty large. It's like 3 meters by 3 meters by 1 point something meters, and it's also got a dual skin on it, and it was £84. Now the whole idea was to get this complete setup for as cheap as possible, and show people that it is affordable to start fishing and do fishing and pick up a hobby, because I find fishing, if you can go away once a month, you've got a busy schedule, busy life, but if you can take a weekend out each month to go do a bit of fishing and get a little bit of that rod bending action, I tell you what, you'll live a much happier life having that little bit of time to yourself, maybe with a mate or two, but just getting away and being a bit primal as a person, I think it's a real good feeling, and it's just, you know, when you're living like this, like on the banks of the lakes and rivers for a few days, and it's not as comfortable as at home, and it's a little bit hard, you know, and you're constantly busy, you probably don't sleep very well because you've got your alarms going off and stuff, but there is a reward because you're catching fish, but it makes you appreciate when you do go home as well, especially after a long, I've had like 4 or 5 day sessions, and you know, it's been really tough, but I've been with good company, but when I got home it was just like, oh, I'm actually pleased to be home. And then you kind of appreciate it again. So that's what I find with fishing is, especially when you do it for a few days at a time, it can be great. You can get some decent fish, you can have a great time with your mates, but it can also be very tough. But I think it's good. I think having a challenge, being challenged, is what makes you stronger, you know. It's ever so windy. I'm hoping it's going to calm down a little bit soon. Yeah, hit that subscribe for me please people, and then you'll be in with a chance to win the SOG field knife. I'll tell you a knife I did just get recently, and that's this is the, I was just reading what it said. This is the Davlin by Booker Plus. So it's a Booker Plus Davlin. Have a look at that. It reminds me of the Minecraft knife. You know, with a little staggered bit here, and it's really thick. It's just really well made, ever so thick, really nice thumb grip, nice finger grip here. It's just, and it's so heavy, really heavy, real solid piece, and I absolutely love it. And it's got that Booker clip, so you see the clip here, it's got the Booker symbol. Now that's a £70 knife. I'm debating whether to give one of these away at Christmas as well. So if you watch my video on it, my review on it, to the end, my long video, you will know where to get this, and you can pick it up for around just under £25. But you've got to watch the video to find out where it's at. But yeah, there is one place, but ultimately every other retailer in the UK is stocking them for about between £65 and £88. This knife, you can't get it any cheaper. So, but there is a place you can order it for just under 25. So watch my video while they're still available. Drop me a like, because I'm always trying to bring you guys like bargains and deals on good quality knives as well, like tools and bits and bobs, cool quality gadgets that, you know, they're fun to play with out in the wild. So yeah, I'm always trying to bring you guys a bargain and finding stuff, and then I find it, I review it, and for your entertainment and mine really. Has anybody else noticed that you can no longer buy a rod license at the post office? You have to do it online now through the government site. It's not hard to do, it's dead easy. But if you've got a child, now listen to this for a little hack. So if you've got a child who's between 13 and 16, they get a free fishing license, and before that they don't need one, but after that they get a free fishing license, and they can, you get a choice between 2 rods or 3 rods, and it's exactly both of them are free. So you can actually set your kids. So I've got 2 sons, so if I wanted to, I can grab myself a 2 rod license, which is £36. A 3 rod license is £56, so it's an extra 20 quid for that 3rd rod. But you can bring your 2 sons with you. They can each have 3 rods. So for the price of 36 quid, while you've got young kids, they can have 3 rods out each. You can have 8 rods between the 3 of you out on the river. You know, just lined up. You know, if you really wanted to be a bit dramatic about it, like drastic and dramatic about it, you could literally stick out 8 rods between the 3 of you. Like, I could stick out 8 rods between the 3 of us, me and my 2 kids. You know, and obviously I'm going to have to help them with them rods, so essentially I'll be fishing with 8 rods, and they'll just be using like the odd one here and there. Or what we could do is put the 8 rods out, and as soon as one rod goes, that one person has their turn, they get a fish, a bit like you do when you're catfishing, and then the second person would end up picking up, like if the rod goes off, doesn't matter which one out of the 8 just what goes off, they get to reel it in. and you just take it in turns on what rod, like each time it's like a rod goes, it's the next person's turn. That way you've all got a chance of catching. Does that make sense? So yeah, you can quite easily do that with 8 rods with 3 people. Yeah, so I've just got a 2-rod license. So I'm only using 2 rods at the moment. But when my missus comes later, she's got a license, so she'll pop a rod on as well, because she's got a license. Then I'm getting a bit of a bite. It's going mad now, but a minute ago it was calm, and I was getting a couple of little bites. Little nibbles. Yeah, it's definitely a nibble. I'm gonna get ready to hit it if it keeps going. Died off a bit. They say fish got a really strong sense of smell. They can smell the bait in the water column pretty well. I hope that's true. It should be drawn to what I've got down there. I mean, I might have over-flavoured it a bit, but when I chucked a little bit of bait down in the margins, all the little fish were going mad for it, so... yeah, they were going mad for it. I do like to feed the fish. I've been coming down here pre-baiting for a while. For about 6-7 weeks I've been pre-baiting. You know, I've been doing videos, chucking bait in here left, right and centre on this stretch. And I've come here to use a little something. I mean, I've probably gotten used to feeding on birdseed, but that's what's in my ground bait. I've got a birdseed mix with some sweet corn. That's what I've been scattering out there. And now I'm fishing a bit of sweet corn or a fluoro, because that's what I've caught on. I've caught on the fluoros with a bit of sweet corn on it. And then I've got the bait that I've basically been using with ground bait as well. But it's just so difficult. Like I was saying earlier, I think something's been going on with these rivers. It's like they've been being drained, you know. I heard stories about the rivers getting netted. People just taking all the fish out, which is just absolutely outrageous. So. But I've got a variety of baits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get through this bit of ground bait, hopefully get the fish interested, get a fish on that. If I don't, then I'm going to switch out to some pellets, little bags of pellets. So I've got some spicy crab, I've got krill, I've got halibut. I've also got some that I've glugged in the spicy crab. So they should sting. What we got here? A good old fresh tin of tuna ready to go as well, just in case. But I've also got some dynamite sweet corn that's already opened. But I've not had any look on it at all. So it smells lovely, I'm not gonna lie, it smells banging. I mean, I might just switch it out for a little bit of dynamite sweet corn. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to give it another 20 minutes, half hour, and then I'm going to rebait up. Pop them out there again. It can't hurt to pop them out there again. I mean, it is kind of early for the river. Like normally on this river, it's normally sort of like dusk till dawn is the best time. Like I've had 23 fish out one night. It was my record. 23 fish. I had 2 carp, 1 tench, and the rest were bream. One of the carps was £6. It was like a little torpedo, and I had a £12, and that went off crazy. And that was on a bit of luncheon meat. The carp was. I mean, but I was using sweet corn, mostly sweet corn. But I decided to do one on the old luncheon meat, and it took it. I was so surprised. I didn't have anything all day on that luncheon meat. But I just thought, you know, sod it, try it. And that's that's probably the biggest fish I've had out of it, and that was on luncheon meat. But yeah, but then I've also had some really big bream, sort of like 6-7 pounds, and they're like dustbin lids. I mean, they're like this long and they're like this tall. They're just huge, like insane sizes, and at least that's how they used to be. But this year I've literally had 2 fish out of the last 5 sessions. This will be the 5th session, or the 6th session. This might be number 6. I've lost count, but I only come in the evenings normally for a couple of hours, but this is yeah, it's just been really slow going. It's just, you know, it's crazy. I mean, am I doing something wrong? Maybe. I mean, I make my own hair rigs. I mean, they normally look pretty good. And when I test them, they always hook. So the thing is, you basically test it over your finger. So you'll drop your rig over there, then pull it up, and then it should turn as it's coming up and hook every time. That's how you test. So essentially, when they're ejecting it, it should turn and hook on that bottom lip. That's what you want. I mean, I could be using the wrong size hooks. Maybe they can see them. But I normally use 8s or 10s. I think I'm using 10s right now. I did have some 8s on, but I actually caught on the 8. So I don't think it's hook size. I just think it's lack of fish, or something's going on. The rivers just ain't the same as what they used to be. It is kind of disappointing. So but yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe, and you'll have a chance to win the SOG field knife. And I might, if you look on my channel, you'll see it. I've done a video on it. If you type in SOG field knife, you should see me, a picture of a gorilla. Or I might chuck one of these in as well. I might, it depends. It depends how many subscribers I get between now and Christmas. It'll be the SOG field knife, and it might be one of these as well. But there'll also be survival kits, hats and t-shirts like normal, and some fire starting kits. So I've done some little survival kits with fishing kit in there, and a whistle, and some, like a thread, needle and thread, like cotton pack, and a little pair of scissors, and all sorts in there really. And then I've done a purely fire started kit, dedicated fire starting kit. There's also a fire starter in the little survival kit as well, and a little bunch of matches, and there's some match strips on the side of the tin. So that's pretty cool. Ooh. Thought it was a little nibble, but I'm going to see if I can see. Got my hair rig wallet, and I'll show you a couple of hair rigs I've made. Right, so this is a brand new rig wallet. I was going to do a review on it. So, hey Luffy, how we doing, buddy? You alright? Yes, I remember. So this is a brand new rig wallet. It's NGT. You get them for about £7. Really well made, really solid. So it is a stiff rig wallet. And have a look inside. See, I've already got some rigs in there. It comes with what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 pins, 2 hanging rails. But yes, that's that EVA foam stuff. So it's a really well made bit of kit. But what I want to show you is my hair rigs. Maybe you can tell me if I'm doing something wrong. So essentially, this is one of my hair rigs. So as you can see, I've got a protector, line protector. Pokemon, when I said the Pokemon, I meant 28.8 million. I was going to say 50, but still 28 million is a lot for Pokemon. And that's basically how I present it. That's just a bit of sweet corn on the end. Let me just cut that excess, because I've got a little bit of excess there. There we go. This is a great little case as well. So this is a rig box, so you can make your rigs using it. It's also got a little tray to store your rigs on, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so essentially that's how I make my rigs, and my bait should sit presented on the top, nice like that, and it should just sit nice and flat, just like this. I don't get it. Obviously I've got the other ones popped up about here, just like so, so it'll be like on the floor, bottom there. My cage is here where my hand is, and it should just be sitting just above a little bit, just like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bait this up. I'm going to put some sweet corn on it. Oh, we've got a mummy and a baby. Check this out. I'm going to show you this. Have a look at this. So there's a mummy duck, and there's her babies, look. There's another one. Is there any more? Well, yeah, mama duck and the babies. I had to show you that. Hey, SP Martin, where are you from? I'm from Peterborough, mate. So this is how I'm set up, guys. There's me. I've got a new trolley, so I wheeled it down here. But yeah, this is how I'm set up. So do me a favour, like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Just bring you back over here a little bit. There we go. Sun's right up behind me, so it's a bit difficult, but one moment, I'm just going to take a phone call. I'll be right back. What time is it? One second. Thank you. Yeah, I know you like my hat. 1 second. Just finding out what she wants. 1 second. So my missus is trying to get hold of me. So yeah, do me a favour, guys, like and subscribe for me, please. It does help, and we've got a December giveaway, so that'd be good. where I'm giving away a SOG field knife. I might be giving away something else as well. But yeah, we'll right, I'm going to be back. Do me a favour, like and subscribe like I said. I'm going to be back in a moment. I just need to cut the live stream off. Oh no, don't. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, here we go. I just messaging my partner. She's just finished work. But yeah, so yeah, she's just finished work. This is my work. This is what I do right now. My mum just passed away as well, so I've got a funeral to deal with, which I'll be dealing with that. I've got the funeral on Wednesday, so I wanted to get out and do a bit today. Tomorrow I've got the last bits to get organised. Like my outfit for the funeral and stuff, and who's going and whatever. Anybody needs help getting there. But yeah, other than that, it's all gravy. And then I'll be off. I'll be away for 2 days, and then I'll be back on Thursday. So Thursday we'll probably do a live stream. Might end up doing the weekend. The full weekend, so we'll get the bivvy set up, make sure that's all good and ready when my sons come. Yeah. So as you can see, the little boat, they're doing a bit of trawling. Although, I think that might be... Oh, hang on a minute, I think I might have... Thing is, I think I might have had a bite then, and literally... Hang on a minute. Goes again, I'm gonna have to hit it, but I just had a bit of a take on that left rod, but it's hard to tell because the other one wasn't moving the same, that one was moving differently when the boat just came past, so it's like where am I? How are we doing there, Tim? So I'm in the UK, I'm on the River Nene. So we're just on the River Nene, in one of my old favourite spots growing up. Basically we used to do pretty well out here, but if you have a little look, you can just see it's like a little marina area, and there used to be some good old fish on here. We used to also have an old mill. So there's an old mill a bit further back down the bank, and it used to be there. Now they've basically knocked it down. They used to make all like wheat, ground or wheat there and stuff, and make flour. And they've got rid of all that. And there used to be a lot of fish around that area, and here. So I mean, I had 23 out in one night, but we're just not having anything. I went earlier in Chesapeake Bay this morning and did quite well. Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, I think you're not in the same place as me, mate. I'm in the UK. Where are you on about? Where's Chesapeake Bay? That's the ironic thing is that peak is my surname. Exactly how you spell my surname. Oh, here we go. That's that left rod. That must have been a pretty hard tug for me to have My alarm to have gone. Hopefully we'll get some on stream. If I do get something, obviously I will be the camera will turn around, and you'll see what I get. And then we'll plonk it back. We don't keep the fish here. We yeah, Virginia, USA. Okay. Yeah, I'm in the UK, mate. Our fish aren't nothing like yours. You've got all the alligator gars and the snake heads and all the cool stuff. We get carp, we have carp, and we have tench and bream, barbel. There are a few catfish here and there, not many. It's just where some of the commercial lakes and syndicate lakes have actually flooded and they've lost some of their catfish. And they're in the rivers now. That could be the reason why we're not seeing as many fish. Now there could be some monster catfish in our river now, and we don't even know about it. It's, you know, nobody's taking it serious. I mean, it might be worth coming down here and proper fishing for cats, sticking 3-4 big old halibuts out on a big old hair rig on a big old size 4 hook, with some lead core, trace, whack it out there, and a couple of buckets of halibut over the top, and just see what we get. You know, it might be worth trying that one time. But in all fairness, I do expect to have at least. Yeah, this is fresh water. Yes, it is, mate. Yeah, Tim. Do me a favour, Tim. Like and subscribe, buddy. Please, I do appreciate it. We do like giveaways and stuff. So I'll be doing the Christmas giveaway in December. Doing SOG field knife giveaway. I might also be doing I've definitely got the SOG field knife to give away. I've got 4 of them, brand spanking new. And I'm going to get a few of these as well, but I'm not 100% sure on whether I really want to give them away. But these are the Davlins by Mini Booker or Booker Plus. This is the Davlin. It's a 7-inch, 3-inch blade, 4-inch handle. It's absolutely beautiful. Thanks for subbing, mate. But if I can see your name on my sub list, you'll be put in the prize draw for Christmas, mate. And I do it at the beginning of December, because that way, if you don't want the knife, if you want it, for instance, you don't want it, it gives you a chance to gift it away. Plus, it'll also reach you in time. I will be paying for the delivery. I paid for all of it. If you look at one of my previous videos for January, I did a giveaway where I did like 200 quid's worth of stuff, spent all night making like survival kits and stuff. There's this guy over here, he's got this boat and he's just thrashing it up and down. He's got like some kids on there, they've got spinners and like spinners coming off the top, and I think he's treating it like it's the ocean, showing off to his grandkids. Yeah, I understand, have a good time with your grandkids, but the river's meant for everybody, you know. Have a little bit of respect for those people that are fishing as well, you know. You don't need to be a jerk about it, you know. And this guy is coming right over, he's just, you know, he's right on top of where I've been baiting, and he's chucking lures out. It's just ridiculous. And he looks like he's anchoring every time, so he's ripping the bottom up every time he stops and chucks his anchor down. And he's just doing it all over the river. Oh. See, I thought I was getting a bite then. I've got a quiver tip on, so I do appreciate you subbing, mate. Yeah, I've got a quiver tip on at the moment, so it's basically a hypersensitive tip, so when it goes, it'll be like dunk, dunk, dunk. But I've also got it backed up with a bite alarm and a dropper, so if it goes too hard and I'm not paying attention, my dropper should lift up, causing my alarm to go off, you know, with the line threaded through the alarm, just in case I'm not paying attention. Because I do like to, when I'm doing this, I still like to basically talk to you guys, and I'm all about eye contact, even though we're through a screen, if that makes sense. What am I using for bait? Right, so as far as bait goes, at the minute I'm using 2 fluoros. I'm using 2 fluoros popped up. I'll show you, it's easier to explain. Look at this dickhead, look. Look, that's basically what I'm doing. You're a tosser. What a tosser. Just ploughing over my swim. Right over the top of my swim, you know. I don't understand why he's doing that. He's just being a complete jerk. He's got the whole fucking river to do this, excuse my French. He's got the whole fucking river and he has to be like that just here. Why? But yeah, that's what I'm using. Little fluoro pop-ups, but I've got corn, I've got this, I've got that. He's a fucking dickhead. If I had somebody to keep an eye on my gear, I'd fucking go over there. And he's now about to park up, so he had no reason to come here. He had no reason to come around here, spin around right in front of me, full fucking pelt, excuse my French, and now he's going to go park up over there. He had no reason to do that. It's just apart from to be a jerk because he's not caught nothing, because he ain't got a clue what he's doing. Stupid mug. Well, I hope his car breaks down or he ruins his boat trying to get it onto the ramp. Is it a no wake zone? Seems kind of rude by him. Yeah, 100% it's rude, mate. But anyway, I've also got some of this dynamite sweet corn, so it's highly flavoured. And it stinks. It's just super sweet corn. It's just really nice, but it's like luminous, the sauce that's in it. So I'm just about to rig up on that, and yeah, put some of this on there. Yeah, no, it is. The problem is it's not a no wake zone. But the fact is, he's got this whole part of the river. It goes all the way up there, like a mile and a half, 2 miles, or whatever that way, where you can do kind of what you want. But there's this bit here. As you come in, this is where you're meant to slow down. It's a 7 mile an hour max going under this bridge. So you're not really meant to be. You're meant to be slowing down as you come past here. That's why I fish here. People park their boats a bit further down there. This bit's kind of where you slow down, and up there you can do what you want, and there's no need for him to come down and just act like a complete jerk. If I had somebody to look after my stuff right now, I would go over there and just tell him what a fucking arsehole he is, and I would probably drag his ass into the water. 100%. I'm that guy, because that's just not acceptable. You just don't do that, and this is what I mean about people not having any care for other people whatsoever. Like, the river's for everybody, yeah? Fine, go up and down the river in your boat doing what you're doing, but just have a little bit of respect for me. Like, you know, I've spent my day dragging my stuff down here. I've baited up, I've put some good money out there, I've spent good money to fish here, and then you think it's alright to just come and wreck my swim. Absolutely no need for it. I've never used that before. I haven't done fresh water in quite some time. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, in all fairness, that's really all we've got. We've got obviously salt water around the UK because we're an island, but we tend to be more freshwater fishermen. I mean, in the seaside villages and towns, obviously people do sea fishing, you know, but as that, I'm not anywhere near. We tend to do a bit of carp fishing. We've got these lakes and man-made lakes. A lot of them are just carp puddles. It's just a lake full of carp and they're easy to catch, and they've got no mouths left because people just tear into them and they've been caught 1,000 times, and they're just disgusting. Some of them are disgusting places, especially if you've got, they're small lakes with tons of carp in. Absolutely disgusting. Whereas if you go to somewhere, we've got a place called Bluebell, and it's made up of about 5 big lakes, real big lakes. It's a beautiful place, and the carp in there are all pristine, because it's really hard to catch them. They are in there, there's plenty in there, and they did have British record in there as well. For a while, they had 2 fish called Benson Hedges. How much does a fishing licence in the UK? Do they require for you to buy a licence in the UK? Yes, they do. So basically, a fishing licence is £36.80. So in dollars, you're talking about $50, mate. And that's for a year for 2 rods. Now, if I want to have a 3-rod licence, that's going to cost me £56. So you're talking about $75, mate. Alright? So it's not cheap at all. But it is for a year, and there's tons of rivers where you can fish. So it's yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm just rebaiting at the minute. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to put a bait stopper through my hair. But it's very finicky, because these bait stoppers are tiny, and if you don't get it right, it won't go in, and then you'll end up dropping it, and then you have to find get another one out, and it's just, they're an absolute nuisance to deal with. Right, 1 second. Come on, my man, come on. There we go. Right. And then what I can do is, there we go. So that's ready to go now. So when it pops in there, I'm going to pop it in the water. It should kind of sit up a little bit, or at least waft around a little bit. This is a pop up, so it should reduce the restriction when it sucks it up. But yeah, it's a nice sharp hook. But yeah, it's not too bad spot, but you've got jerks like that. Right, so then what I'm going to do now that I've just put that together, I'm going to leave it in here in this sauce so it stays nice and flavoured. Make sure it stays fresh, you know. So when I change my hook bait out, it'll be nice. Right, let's have another little look. I think I'm going to keep one of the boilies on, because I've caught on them before, so I'm going to keep one of the fluoros on, but I'm going to pop one on sweet corn. So just going to lean back for a minute. Yeah, if you've just tuned in, do me a favour, like and subscribe please, people. Right, there we go, I'm back. Yeah, my missus said she's going to pop and see me. She's going to come down and see me while I'm fishing, which is nice. I do like her being there, she keeps me company, you know. Obviously you guys keep me company as well. Yeah. I'm just out here. So I've got my rod straight in front of me, but they're going to the side a little bit, so if I get a fish, my rod will just pull to the right and I'll have an indication, and I've got both my rods here ready to go. Just whip it. Also got little hangers on here as well, so if I get a fish I'll definitely know about it, but I'm just going to take 5 minutes now, because I've got a bit of a problem with my heart at the minute. I've got a bit of a dodgy ticker because I've been getting highly stressed out because my mum just passed away. I've been getting highly stressed out, and I bury her. She's actually got a burial plot. We bury her on Wednesday, so once that's done, I should be able to just relax a little bit. But yeah, I've been ever so stressed out, and me blood pressure's 148 over 108, so that's a 100. It's meant to be less than 90, about 88. It's meant to be about I don't know what it is, like 120 something, over like 88 or something, and mine's like 108. So I'm like 20 over, so it's stage 2 something. Yeah, you're right, Tim, it is 100%, mate. And that's why I'm down here, buddy. Like I say, tomorrow I've got to get prepped, ready for the funeral, make sure my outfit's all looking good and stuff. And then the funeral's actually on Wednesday, so tomorrow I won't be doing nothing. Today's just my day to get down there, chill out a little bit, talk to you guys a little bit, because you know do you know something? YouTube has like saved my life. I know it sounds a bit corny, but I went through a really tough patch. My partner died last year, early last year, that I've been with for 5 years. She ended up getting like a virus in hospital, and it killed her. She came home for a week, went back into hospital, died within 3 days of being there. And then later in the year I started talking to a lass that I went to school with, and we kind of made a go of it kind of early this year, whatever, late last year. It wasn't easy on this lass that I'm seeing now, because obviously I was very closed off. I've been through a lot, so it was hard to call it a relationship, because it weren't really. I was very in myself. But this year it's been nice. It's been it's been a relationship, so I've been fortunate. I mean, a lot of people don't move on. But my last ex, it was a bit of a turbulent relationship. She had a drinking problem. You're going to NC tomorrow and doing some surf fishing. If you've never been, you should definitely add it to your list of places to fish. I would love to. I want to come to America. I want to hit some of that alligator gar. That looks insane. I would love to actually have a go at doing that. Oh. Feels like I'm having a bite, but I thought I'd get in a little bit of a tug there. I did catch a fish on live stream last week. You see one of the videos, I did a little short video on it, but it is on my live stream as well. I got bit last night, proper nasty, got bit there. Was it last night? Last night or night before? Might have been night before, I don't know. Oh yeah, Saturday night I went fishing. I had my son with me and I got bit here, bit on my legs. And I was even using some of that osmosis or cream or whatever it is to stop me from getting bitten, but I got eaten alive. I probably didn't put enough of it on. So yeah, best of luck. See you next time. Thank you, my guy. You look after yourself. Thanks for subscribing. But yeah, keep in touch. Nice one, buddy. But yeah, if you've just joined the channel, do me a favour, like and subscribe, because we oh, what's that? Don't bother standing on the seat, crabs in there jump 10 feet. On the seat, crabs in here jump 10 feet. Oh, what am I fishing for? Redfish. I'm fishing for tench bream or carp. They're the target species. That's what I've got the bait for. So yeah, so tench bream or carp, and we're on the River Needham in England, the Peterborough. Do me a favour, like and subscribe though, please, because I do giveaways. We've got December giveaway, but we're down here quite often. We do some survival stuff, we do some knife reviews. I just reviewed, this is my latest addition to my collection. I've got about 20 knives now, all different types. This is the Davlin by the Booker Plus. So it's a Booker Plus Davlin, and it's a really nice bit of kit. And I might be giving away one of these, as well as I've already 100% given away the brand spanking new SOG field knife. So we've got a few of those, but I might just pick up another one of these to give away. Now these go between 60 and 80 pounds in the UK. Well, just over, like 66, 67 pounds 99 to about 88.99. So yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe, that'd be great. But you've joined, I think you joined a little bit late, later on, because about 15 minutes ago some arsehole was doing like donuts in front of me on a boat. Then he left and got his boat out and disappeared, but he had the rest of the river to do it. I don't know why he had to come and spin around right in front of me. It's just disrespectful, and that's the problem. A lot of people don't have no respect for nobody. So, you know, the river is for everybody, and he could have just drove past or you know, on his boat, come past nice and steady. But no, he had to floor it right in front of me, spin around and just show off to his kids like he's some big man. But I had no one to look after my fishing gear, else I would have gone down there and shown him he was a big man. That really made me angry. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate when people do that. Just be respectful of people, you know, it doesn't take much. But yeah, so just down here trying to chill. I'm trying to chill, but it's just hard because, let's say, you get arseholes doing stuff to try and piss you off. It's like people want to piss people off. Excuse my French. There's some beautiful blue mayflies around here, so absolutely gorgeous, fantastic blues. Just getting ready to recast, so I'm basically baiting up. I'm going to keep one the same. Actually no, I think I'm just going to rebait both of them. I'm going to get them both with some corn. Got a nice short rigs, some fresh rigs that I've made. All my gear is NGT, by the way, so it's a budget-friendly brand that make super good quality gear. I mean, my bags are really nice, my bait bag's really nice. It's got like feet on the bottom. I've got this rig wallet, NGT rig wallet for £6. It's about $8. All my tackle boxes are NGT. The only thing that's not NGT is my rods and reels, but they're about £60 a pair. So rod and reel setup for £60, £180 for the free, and that's max price. You know, like you can even get deals sometimes. The price is a little bit lower. But I got all my gear off Temu it was a project to basically make fishing affordable for people. Bite alarms. I mean, these bite alarms I've got, right now train tracks as well. These bite alarms I've got are actually really well made. I've done a review on them, so if you check my channel, you'll see the review on these NGT Dynamic Mark IIs. Absolutely fantastic. Packed with tons of features. Absolutely love them. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to pop on one of these tiger nuts and see if I can't get some of the old tiger nut. I've tried the old boilies. I'm going to see if I can't get some of the old tiger nut. Popped up with a little bit of strawberry. So I've got these strawberry glugged boilies. Tiny, they were small. They've actually filled out a little bit now. But I've got these tiny little red pop-ups. What I like to do is cut a little bit off the bottom, and then I will put it on top of a tiger nut, which is that was basically glugged in strawberry tiger nut juice. So I've made my own juice. So, you know, in all fairness, I should get something. You know, you at least should hope so. Just getting the hair rig out, one that I've taken off already. And then I've got a little, like a little mini scalpel OTF. One hand control, which is pretty good. But it's just a tiny little scalpel blade. Couldn't hurt nobody. I mean, it hurt your finger if you get caught on your finger with it. But I'll pop that there. Gonna get me little drill out. Because you have to drill the old tiger nuts. But I've got all these mayflies, absolutely gorgeous colours, landing on my rods. They're enjoying the rods, I think. So I'm going to get myself a medium-sized tiger nut. I'm not using the jumbos, I'm just using normal size. Absolutely smell amazing. And then I'm going to drill it, and then I'm going to top it with a little bit of a red strawberry pop-up. There we go. there for now. On the old hair rig. So I'm basically going to be popping up it's not so much popping it up, it's just making it slightly more buoyant, less resistance for the fish. That's why you top your rigs with little pop-ups, just to take a bit of the weight off, so it's easy for the fish to bring it in. And if you make sure that you've got these weird odd shapes, which is great, there we go, weird odd shapes, and there you have it. Some people like it a bit closer to the hook. Could I have it a little bit closer to the hook? I could do if I had a different hair on it. It gives me options to adjust it. I could have it right over the top here if I wanted. Like so. So I've got the options at the end of the day. And then I'm going to glug that a little bit more whilst I'm waiting, and then I will bring me baits in shortly, ready to rebait. Just going to submerge it in juices. But yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe please guys, I really do appreciate it. And we do giveaways. I will be setting up a private, like a members only part of the channel, where we'll be doing like more giveaways, but I'm going to wait until I've got more subscribers, because I don't want to eliminate the few subscribers I have got already. So I think we're going to wait a good while until I do that. I'm not a greedy person. I just want to, I'm about making it for us, like for the people, normal people like myself. So if those that can't get out, you know, they can still kind of escape a little bit with me, you know. Just trying to get that sun out of the way of the screen. But you can still kind of escape with me. Even if you can't get out. I struggle to get out at times. I have to take a lot of painkillers because I have sciatica, and that's why it was important for me to get this trolley, because I can't carry stuff like I used to be able to. I've got a dodgy heart at the minute, so I'm going through a lot at this very moment in time. So it's important that I try and make things a little bit easier on myself, you know. That breadcrumb smells lovely. I guess it's time to rebait. So it looks like I caught the Loch Ness Monster. I'll show you what I mean by that. Right. So, there's anything but a fish here. There we go. So yeah, this is what we've caught. It's ever so weedy at the minute, so this is why I'm putting a PVA bag on the end of my hook. As you can see, my hook's not got hooked into anything, no PVA or nothing. So, but I tell you what has happened is my rig putty's come off, so it probably wasn't presented in the water the way it should have been. But we're going to take that off anyway. We'll deal with that in a moment. I will tidy that hook up. I will file it a little bit, just freshen up the tip, like hand sharpen it. Freshen up the tip, dry it out, remove the old bait, and put it back in my wallet, ready for next time, because they're expensive hooks. I'm paying, I say expensive, they're expensive relevant to my what I can afford. They're £7.50 for 10 hooks. So you can buy 100 hooks for like £1.50 off like these Chinese sites and stuff. So it's, you know, it's relevant to other brands and you know, but £7.50 for 10 hooks. So this gives you an idea. So I'm just using a little clip system with a rubber over the top of it, so that way I can just easily interchange my rigs each time. It's just easy that way. Although it's still a little bit fiddly, it's definitely easy. Easier than having to retie and do all that crazy stuff. You want all your gear to be easy and interchangeable, so that's why I use these clips that have got the little hook on the end with a little rubber that goes over it. So basically you'll put your swivel over the hook, then pull the rubber down over the swivel, over the end of the hook. And then I use these little bead stoppers, so I'll have my swivel there and I'll have a little bead that pops over that. And then I've got a buffer bead, and then I've got a line bead where it's I can adjust how far I allow them to take it before they feel resistance on the actual cage and the weight. So okay, so I'm just going to bait this up. Put some things. This is how I used to always fish, with a cage down here. I found that I never had any issues with it. It used to always work for me. And then what I do is I have some of these ready-made PVA bags, just tiny little sausages basically. Tiny little sausage, tiny little bit of bait in it. Going to make sure that my swivel's all protected and in place. We've got a little little swivel protector there. Make sure that my corn's sitting nicely. And I'll just put a tiny little sausage bit of bait on there, little bit of ground bait that's dry, with some corn and bits in there, whatever's in there. Essentially it's the same stuff that's in here. And then I've got my sweet corn on top of it, and then that stops it from actually getting tangled in the weed on the way down. So And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit it out straight over here in front of me. Just let it sit on the bottom. Pull out a little bit extra here and put my clip on there for a bit of tension. My back swinger. Go, just twist it around. Yeah, you can bring it around. Just that. There we go. Whatever that's tangled in is thick. It's just so thick. So be careful. So much weed in here. It's unreal. Why is it there's a whole river? I don't get it. Why is it there's a whole river, but then everybody has to do everything right where I'm fishing? I don't get it. Like, there's a whole river, but people just want to be right in front of me, screaming and shouting. I mean, you've got a guy who's in a kayak with his kid now, right over my swim. I've got about 8 meters wide of the river. and he manages to find himself on top of where me bait is and where me rods are. It's like, how can somebody be that dumb that they can't see that I'm fishing it, or be that like don't give a damn that they would do that? I don't get it. I really don't get people's mentalities. It's like, how can you even justify that behaviour? I don't get it. I really don't get it, and it really annoys me. I was going to switch this out, but I'm thinking I'm going to keep one of these on. I'm going to bring it nice and tight to the top of my hook, so it's out of the way, and I'm going to reflavour it. I think just glug it and some stinky glug. I was thinking about starting putting another rig on. I mean, I could do, to be fair, I've got it there, but I mean, there's no harm in keeping the fluoro on for now and saving this for later, because I have caught on the fluoro. I mean, that's what I caught on them last time. So I'm gonna reflavour it, let it soak in a bit of this juice. And yeah. But yeah, people just don't have the same kind of care or consideration for people anymore. I mean, maybe I should just start firing my BBs out there at an invisible target, like when I get my slingshot and be like, oh well, I didn't see you there, mate. You know, I'm just firing at that reeds that happens to be behind you. I didn't mean to hit you in the face with it. You know, because that's essentially what they're doing. I'm just target practicing. I can't help the fact that they're in my line of sight. You know, it's maybe I should have that same lack of consideration for them. So here we go. I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to pop it back out again. I'm going to pop out over into the middle a little bit more. But yeah, it's not like it used to be. Crying out loud. you what I might do. I might start doing a bit of spinning over the top of people's rubber dinghies. You know, like, or over their boats. Or get some real big heavy leads or some metal line, you know, lead core. So when boats want to tear around me rods, I will be able to tangle it up around their actual propellers and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And give him a taste of it. Shit! See that on live stream? Here we go. Oh shit! I'm always doing fucking something. Right. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you what that is, because I've got this thing on the back of my thing, on my chair, and it wasn't down properly, so there we go. Right. So now my chair should be okay. He says. Yes. It's okay. Christ, and then he died then. Did you guys just see that? Right, let's tighten this up now. Bring that round. There we go. That's all lined up now. It should steady itself out now. If I get anything, we will know. So just this. There we go. That one's there. Just need to. So we should be about, there we go, we're nice and tight now. Now we're nice and tight. So, as you can see, I got me rods out there, my alarms there. So, yeah, do me a favour, like and subscribe please guys. I need all the followers I can get to make it even worth, I say worth doing, but you give me a reason to live, in all honesty. That's how it feels sometimes. Right. So we're trying a different bait now. So I've got some sweet corn on one, and I've still got the pop-up on one of them, nicely set up. I've had fish on that pop-up already, so I definitely want to keep one of them pop-ups on because I know they work, and I also know that the sweet corn works. So now this guy's over there, he's enjoying his time with his kids, which is cool. I like that. I want people to have fun with their kids. It's just, why do it over, I've got two little rods out in front of me. Why do you have to come in and jump all over my rods? There's a whole river, this river goes on for about 100 miles. Why is it you've got to be right in front of me on my rods? So I've got a bag of pistachios here. I bloody love pistachios. Has anybody ever fished on pistachios? In a minute you'll see Mama Swan come past. It's like she don't remember me, because every time I see her I tell her to get lost. So they don't want her near me. Like hiss at her, because a hiss is a universal language for go away, you know. Go away. Go away. I'm hoping we get something. I need to just message me missus asking her to get me some supplies. It won't be long. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful little spot. If you can get over the train tracks and the flyover bridge, but yeah, it's just one of those. So I thought I was out of my drinks. But you do get a lot of trains, and some of them have got like 40 carriages. You know, these ones that are transporting containers. They go on and on and on and on. It's insane. Right. I'm gonna move this so that you guys can actually see my rods. 1 second. So you should be able to see the tips of my rods. Like so. I was gonna tighten this up. I've got a new tripod coming because I broke my other tripod after I knocked it in the water. I had to dive after it. So yeah. Kind of got it at this angle for a second. It's like I've got all the gear but no idea, do you know what I mean? You would have thought so, wouldn't you? Right, let me just spin this around. Make sure that's nice and tight. There we go, and then we should get the rods in there. There you go. Oh, my left rod seems to be going. It could be a weed. I'm guessing we'll figure it out in a second. If it goes again and get a nice little tug, then I'll know. There you go, just about to see my tips. There we go. All scrunched up. But yeah, I say it's a nice little spot. I'm kind of down the end where it's meant to be a little bit quieter, because you've got all the boats at the other end. But then again, there's kind of a bit over here. If you look over here, just over there, that's like a little bridge, and that's like a marina down there where people park their boats. But the river goes all the way down that other side, so you come all the way up here, down over there, and then there's tons of space up there. You can do whatever you want. And then as you come to behind, around this way, down this other side, you end up having like a restriction zone of how fast you can go. And like I say, the bit that I'm fishing just here is basically like the slow down zone. Like, because as soon as you hit that bridge right there, which is right next to me, it's a 7-mile-an-hour zone. But for some people speed all the way across here till they get under the bridge, then they slow down. So to be honest with you, I'm thinking about just changing my spot. Maybe find somewhere else, or get a season ticket for another area or something. But the problem is, I'm limited because of my transport at the minute. I'm saving for a car. I can drive, obviously. I'm saving for a car. I just, yeah, that's the plan. Get a car, and then I can go fishing wherever I want. There's some beautiful pits over out by Ramsey, and they're old sand pits, like an old sand quarry. And it's been, basically, it's been done up. I say done up, it's just been left and filled full of water and trees planted, and it's like a nature reserve, but it's fantastic. They've got some really nice fish in there, up to like £20 carp and stuff. And I've always done really well there, which is nice. And well, the first night I went there, I was speaking to people, and everyone was like, oh yeah, it's really hard to fish, you don't get many out of it. But as soon as I got there, I set up, had a bit of sweet corn, with a pop-up over the top of some bird seed and some sand coloured rigs, all camouflaged. I caught a 17.5 £. The same night, first night, and was like, whoa, that's like crazy, like it's hard to get fish out of it, like, you know, like I was battle chuffed, and I think I had about 8 in that session, so I was doing it right. It's not that I don't know how to fish, I do know how to fish. It's just this river, and it doesn't help people messing around. over the top of me rods, start splashing around with their paddles and stuff. It's like, look, this is what I'm trying to say to you. It's like people don't have no respect. He's got a stupid brat of a kid screaming right on top of my bait, literally. I mean, it's like, Christ. Makes me want to pierce his dinghy so they both sink. I wouldn't really do it, but I felt like it, you know, for sure. Let him sink. One less person on the river with a boat. Anyway, have a look. If you're watching, do me a favour, just drop us a hello. Let me know who's watching. And please subscribe to the channel. Like, it means a lot to me. Right, here we go. So yeah, it means a lot to me. I'm eating pistachios. That's my favourite nut. I've got tiger nuts for the fish. Dynamite tiger nuts. So, but it's just been a slow afternoon. I'm hoping tonight picks up a little bit. I guess we'll find out. So my missus replied saying she's going to grab me some nuts. Not some nuts, some drink. She's on her way down here, so she's a good girl. I'm very fortunate to have met her. Oh, so much going on down here. So I'm even using braid. Some kid now. Some kid on his dinghy coming past, but I can turn the camera around a bit and you can see the tips of my rods. You should be able to see them. I'm just here. So there's one, there's two. We're looking for them to just fly around to the right. My bait's just over this side over here. But if you've not subscribed already, please subscribe for me. We're doing a December giveaway. I know it's a couple of months away yet, but the more subscribers I have, the more prizes I give away. So just bear that in mind. The more subscribers, the more prizes. That's exactly how it is. If I don't have many subscribers, there's not much point in giving out loads of prizes. I did that on my birthday. I gave like 200 quid worth of stuff away. I only had like 300 subscribers. I gave away like 30 gifts, prizes for people. I give over 10% of my people a prize. Could you imagine that if you had like 1 million subscribers and you gave 10% of your subscribers a gift? You've given them 100,000 gifts away, ain't you? That's basically what I did, but on obviously like a smaller number, so like 300 people. I gave away 30 gifts. But at Christmas, I'm giving away less gifts, but better quality. We've got another boat coming now. We've got a Rosie and Jim boat. Does anybody remember that Rosie and Jim? Rosie and Jim, Rosie and Jim. And then the duck used to go quack, 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 quack. But yeah, a lot of them have got solar panels now, so, and they'll have a battery and they can do all their stuff on their solar panels, which is quite good. Me and the missus have spoke about getting one of these boats and to retire on. I think it'd be lovely. Be absolutely lovely to retire on one of them little Rosie and Jim boats, you know? I'd definitely get one of them ducks on it though. I'd be like, whack, whack, whack. Like put on the old like cord, whack. Come on, give me a fish. Problem is, I'm like ADHD, so I sitting here doing fishing is like, it drives me mental. I love doing it, but this is why I need to be having live streaming and stuff. I need to have multiple things going on at once, so talking to you really helps. But the other thing I do is just make rigs and stuff, but I've not got my bivvy. Normally I do all my rigs in my bivvy, start doing stuff, have the kettle on so I can melt my, ooh, here we go baby, here we go. Come on, give it to me baby, give it to me. I need it. Give me a fish. I'm just having a little bite, Come on, just take it. Just a little nibble or line knock. Something's on my bait. I need to put these on. Now I'm serious. Oh, I can see better now. Come on. Come on, just give it to me. I don't get it. Like, I had a little nibble, like a little knock. So I'm thinking of getting a drop shot, a rig, and doing a bit of drop shotting. I'm gonna turn this around for you so you can see. See what I don't. Hopefully you can just about see what I can see, but there's my tips, yeah. Look, there's one, yeah. So you can see them. If you just joined the chat, say hello. So I know who you are. Please drop me a subscribe. Yeah, I'm looking for carp. I'm looking for carp, and I'm looking for some tench and some bream, whatever I can catch. But yeah, I'm rigged up for some carp and bream and tench basically. So I've got the options. I'm fishing sweet corn, and I've also got a fluoro pop-up, yellow fluoro pop-up, pineapple. But I'm using quiver tips. So Essex? No, I'm Peterborough. So I'm north of Essex. What about yourself, Lord Dub? Thanks for joining the channel, mate. Do me a favour, like and subscribe, because we're doing a Christmas December giveaway on the 2nd of December. We will be giving away a SOG tactical field knife. It's a good little piece of kit with a Kydex sheath, brand spanking new. I've just gone and got half a dozen of them. A few for gifts. Oh, here we go. It looks like that one's tip's bending for me. Look at these muppets behind me now spinning over the top of my fucking bait. It just gets a bit annoying after a while, you know. No, nothing, mate. Nothing in a minute. I've had a few bites, but yeah, I baited up this area, so I've had a few bites. I've got a couple of rods out here and here. I'm just live streaming, just trying to see if we can get anything. I had something earlier on in the week, just a couple of bream out of here, fat ones, but I've had nothing today, nothing on Sunday, or Saturday, sorry. So, but yeah, what about yourself?
I had one earlier today.
Have you got a net and that? You're not netting?
Yeah, down there.
Yeah, because that's the thing, isn't it? If you get a fish, you want to make sure you got a net. But yeah, good luck, boys. Yeah. Yeah. What are you using? Little jelly.
Little shad.
Nice. You want to try a bit of... Are you seeing drop shotting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Loads of fun in it.
Yeah, that looks well fun. I'm thinking about getting myself a little drop shot set up. Like,
why are you fishing?
I'm fishing for bream, tench and the old carp.
Oh yeah.
So I've got a quiver tip and I've got some sweet corn, and I'm using a fluoro pop-up on the other one, which I caught on the other day. So I did have a couple on the old little fluoro pop-up boilies, only little 12 mils. Not today, I haven't, no, but I've only been here for a couple of hours. I mean, that's long enough to be fair, but normally for the fish that are at the bottom, it's night time and it's a bit quieter. I mean, I've had boats up and down, I've had people like splashing around in here on dinghies. It's just been so disruptive, do you know what I mean? It's impossible to keep the fish in one place when there's so much crap going on. One guy did a donut in front of me on a fucking boat, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ridiculous, but yeah, we'll see how it goes when it quiets down a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for a little while though, so.
Have you caught any fish in this spot before?
Oh yeah, I've caught loads. Oh, tench, bream and carp. One night I had 23 in one night, yeah, all tench, bream, carp. But I've never, and just further past them railings, I've had pike out just out there spinning. Right, you know where that mouth of that place is there, where they go to the marina?
Yeah.
Literally. Just hot in it there, done, and then back again in between and out again. I do it in threes.
Can't really go for pike right now because I don't have any trace on me right now.
No, I don't have trace anyway. I use plastic coated braid, heavy plastic coated braid.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
That's what I usually use, but they're in. My rod's snap down, yeah, and now I'm using this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, yeah, I definitely want to get onto old drop shotting, but yeah. Wish me luck anyway, boys.
Yeah.
You good luck too, boys, yeah?
You catch my scarf.
Yeah. Well, if I do, you'll know about it. Daniel Tucker. Hello, Daniel. You alright, mate? Just talking to a couple of old boys. They're just doing a little bit of spinning for perch, so. Just asking me if I caught anything today. Not yet, I haven't, but I have caught out of it, yeah. I caught out of it a couple of times last week, but previous years I've had like big numbers out of it. But it just seems really quiet. Can you do me a favour, like and subscribe, please, Daniel? We're doing a Christmas giveaway at the beginning of December though, to make sure you got it in time for Christmas. I will be giving away the SOG tactical field knife. It's a quality little piece of kit. It's got a kind of or I say Kydex sheath, it's more of a big, it's heavy duty nylon, like that reinforced fiberglass nylon sheaths with a belt clip on them. It's really good, and it's also got a little gap in it so you can use your knife without taking it out of the case, out of your sheath, to cut like your rope and stuff, so it becomes like a rope cutter whilst on your belt. It's pretty impressive. Just waiting for the missus to show up. Gonna bring me a drink. I don't know if she's gonna, what else she's doing. She's just probably feeding her son. She's got a 18-year-old son that can't look after himself, so she feeds him. He's not disabled, he's just unable for some reason. Or should we make herself some dinner or something? I don't know. But I'll eat when I get back. But what I will do is I will probably pack away about 10:30, 11 o'clock. See if I can get a couple of fish out in there while I'm here. I normally have something. I could reposition my rods a little bit, like have them straight out in front of me, but we'll see anyway, we'll see. But it's a bit slow going right now. Some people behind me as well. I mean, there's activity in the river, it's just like little fish. Thing is, I've been baiting this area for a while now, and it's just not working for me. I got myself a new knife. I've reviewed it on my channel. It's the Davlin It comes in a beautiful little presentation case with a proper Kydex sheath, proper Kydex. It's also got the Booker belt clip, but it's a fantastic knife. It's by far my favourite knife. I've also put a fresh edge on it. Just come a little bit blunt. You do need to polish it a little bit on the edge just to finish it, but I think that's for safety reasons. But the problem is with you're safer having a sharp knife than you are a blunt knife, because if you're having to put excessive pressure whilst using a blunt knife, you're going to cause yourself damage. Depends what you want to catch. Perch, annoying. Yeah, so I'm not after perch. I'm just after tench, carp and bream. I'm down on the bottom. I've got one that pops up about 2 inches, and then I've got another one which is just sitting snug on a little bed of bait. Thing is, it's really weedy right now, and I've got nothing but screaming going on behind me. It's really driving me mad. Oh God, you know, sometimes I feel like giving up on life in general, especially on days like today. But the fact is, I keep going because of you guys keeping me motivated, you know. Keep me motivated. When you're liking me videos, watching me videos, subscribing to my channel, doing like interacting with me, you know, that really helps me. Because I have been through a lot in the last few years, and it's just nice to have a community of people that are into the same sort of stuff. Exactly, you gotta wait. Exactly, you're right. You gotta wait a little while, put a bit of bait down, and it does pay off, 100%. So we just need to wait for it to get a little bit later, a little bit darker, a little bit more quiet, and so we're going. So, how we doing, buddy? You alright?
Are you doing any good?
No. Am I heck?
I had some nice roaches here
Yeah?
last night.
Okay.
On the crust.
Okay.
A piece of crust on a big hook.
Yeah, I see. I don't bother fishing for the roach. I'm fishing for the tension of bream
Yeah.
and the barb and the carp. Not barbel. There's no barbel in it.
Yeah.
The carp. That's what I'm after. Like, I'm after the
I got
specimens.
broken up by something last night. I don't know what it was.
Nice. I was
On
fishing.
the strike, you know.
Yeah. I was fishing here on Sunday, and I didn't have anything Sunday, but Saturday. Sorry, not Sunday. Sunday was yesterday. Saturday I didn't catch anything, but on Friday I had a nice bream out of it. It was only a couple of pounds, but it was a real solid bream. It was like had a big old belly on it. I've been baiting, see, just past these railings, because I'd been baiting up there for ages. About 4 weeks. I didn't realise you couldn't night fish, because I want to night fish here, you see. So, and then I then came down and started baiting here, but from all the way up from that third tree past the railings to here, I spent the last nearly 2 months coming down twice a week baiting up. Yeah, baiting up with birdseed. I bought like 30 kilo. I bought a 20 kilo sack of birdseed, 10 kilo sack of hemp. Been boiling that up, and I've been coming down and scattering it all the way down this bit. And this bit should be heaving with fish, but it's just not like it.
The big bream and the big bream pole used to be opposite the mill.
It did used to be opposite the mill, and but I used to always come and bait a little bit further up, like down here, and I used to do alright. But I think you're right, opposite. But I mean, the mill's been taken away now, isn't it? It's that building project.
Yeah, but further up there's loads of shopping trolleys and stuff.
Yeah.
Snagged out.
That's
I'm
why.
wondering what it's like in that area opposite that black roof.
Yeah. That should be alright, because I've been baiting up all of that. Like I say, all the way. I didn't get quite as far as the bridge, but I put out quite a lot of bait. As far as I could cast it out, sweet corn.
Is that free fish from the other side of the railing?
No, it's not. That's the problem.
Up to the railings.
Up to the railings is free.
I'll dob in here then, because I haven't got a
Like,
good ticket.
yeah, I've got one for the year, but that's 36 quid now. But if you got a 16-year-old with you, between a 13 and 16-year-old with you, like so you've got a grandkid, right? They can fish for free up to 3 rods. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got 2 sons from 13, he's going to be 13, I'm bringing him on his birthday, and I've got a 15-year-old, but between us we can have 8 rods out for the price of 2.
I've not been fishing for about 40 years.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, started again.
I was looking after my wife. And
Oh.
now she's passed away.
Oh, bless you,
I'm
yeah.
going back to it, you know.
Yeah, it's nice
You
though.
know, you've got so you're sitting in the house listening to the bloody top tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my missus passed away last year.
Did you?
Yeah, she passed away, and I was with her, but I was with her for 5 years. I was separated from my wife before that, but I was with her 5 years. She was poorly, and she got a virus in hospital and passed away. But after that, I decided to start fishing again.
20 years I was 24/7 looking after it.
Yeah.
She would have done the same for me.
Yeah. Well, at least you hope she would have. You can only hope, can't you?
Yeah.
Long wait paid, yeah. I'm just doing a live.
I ain't doing too bad. I'm 86, 87 this year.
Go on, boy. Right, now you're doing it right, mate.
Still doing the wood turning in the shed.
It's good though. It's good that you're getting out again, mate.
You want to get out, you've got to do it yourself in the night, don't you? Go out and meet people.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody. I couldn't even go to the doctors or the dentist.
No.
No, that bad.
Oh, mate.
But like I say, she's been doing the same.
It's good to have had that relate. It's good that she had you, mate, to be fair.
So
But-
you're fishing straight out towards them reeds, are you?
I'm not even that far. I'm literally, see where this weed comes out and then it dies off. I'm kind of on the edge of that weed as it drops down.
Bring a boat coming up this way. Look, can you see it?
Yeah. So I've baited up a little bit here, and I've got one. Follow me lines out. I've got one rod there, and I've got one rod just here, and they're basically parallel with each other.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. But I find they don't normally come out till about 8 o'clock, 8 onwards. Yeah. That's when I've been catching after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I'm just down here getting a little bit of bait out first, you know. Get me rods wet.
I'm going to dob in somewhere between you and Ray.
Alright, my man.
And I'll keep an eye on in case you get caught. And have a look at it.
Yeah, 100%. You're welcome, buddy. Take care, my man. I'll see you shortly. Wish me luck. Bless him. 8-year-old, 86 years old, and he's down here doing a little bit of fishing. Look, I have to show you. Bless him. That's looking adorable.